don't have the first clue about what causes Alzheimer's disease. However, that doesn't stop us from trying to connect puzzle pieces with the belief that we have the right pieces or that they even belong to the same puzzle. In this video, I review an article that tries to connect Alzheimer's symptoms, the bacterium Chlamydia pneumonia, and amyloid beta protein deposits, which are found on brain autopsies of Alzheimer's patients post-mortem. This graphic from the Alzheimer Association defines dementia as a general term for symptoms like decline in memory, reasoning, or other thinking skills. Alzheimer's is a specific type of brain disease that accounts for 60 to 80% of dementia cases. It is common and very expensive, which drives a great interest in trying to find something to do about this terrible disease. This Science Alert article is entitled, "Mouse Study Suggests Surprising Link Between Nose Picking and Alzheimer's." Given that mice neither pick their nose nor develop Alzheimer's, I'm very curious to see how these puzzle pieces are supposed to go together. A recent study has revealed a tenuous but plausible link between picking your nose and increasing the risk of developing dementia. Tenuous but plausible is a generous term that masks that this is a swag, otherwise known as a scientific wild-ass guess. This proposes that picking your nose damages internal tissues, allows bacteria a straight shot to the brain, and that the presence of this bacteria creates a response that resembles signs of Alzheimer's disease. Since humans anatomically have that nerve connection for their whole life, why does it suddenly become an issue in the golden years? This considers Chlamydia pneumonia a common bacteria that causes pneumonia and is not the same chlamydia that causes the sexually transmitted infection. It's pretty good at evading the immune system and has garnered a lot of attention in other chronic diseases, such as coronary artery disease, lung cancer, multiple sclerosis, and even schizophrenia. However, just because it shows up with these diseases does not mean it has a causal relationship. This article suggests that presence of Chlamydia pneumonia can track up the olfactory nerve and set off pathologies that look like Alzheimer's. The problem here is amyloid beta protein depositions are seen in both Alzheimer's disease and infection, but that doesn't mean they're related. However, that is what this article is proposing exactly. While amyloid beta plaques are pathognomonic or routinely seen on autopsy, it's not clear that they cause Alzheimer's in the way we typically think about cause and effect. That makes the relationship even more uncertain. Despite all this uncertainty or any clear relationship between these findings, the article goes on to comment that as many as 9 out of 10 people pick their nose, though 9 out of 10 don't go on to develop Alzheimer's. Despite that, people should think twice about picking their nose. All that does is make a recommendation for behavior change that overwhelms everyone and likely has no real connection to development of Alzheimer's disease in an individual's future. Just as this article depends on a wild goose chase to connect a behavior to a disease, it leads users into another wild goose chase trying to positively impact their own health. Alzheimer's is an incredibly complicated disease, and it will remain so as long as we default to these incredibly complicated interpretations about what we think is going on with this disease. Fortunately, we're looking for other causes as well, as if this is a cause. So in conclusion, the dots not only don't connect in mice, but they don't connect in people either, which is why we need to be looking for other explanations. When it comes to Alzheimer's disease, we don't know what we're talking about, but that doesn't change that it is a significant problem. While trying to connect chronic disease to infectious pathogens is not a new strategy, and it is certainly possible that pathogens have a role, it may not be the role that we think. Bacteria don't always cause infection. Could it be there to assist or balance a different problem in some way? Bacteria are part of our healthy ecosystem after all, but we don't think of it that way. Instead, we create new risk factors, identify problematic behaviors, and feel around in the dark trying to connect anything to the cause of this terrible disease. The answer is not in the current paradigm. I hope you will join the effort with Zazari Project to finally understand disease and make a real impact on human health now and in the future. Thanks for listening. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave your comments below. Have a great day.